Good afternoon and welcome to the Student Government Elections election debate for election year 2025-2026, candidates for Student Government President. My name is Wilfred Cotto. I am serving as the chair of the Student Election Review Committee, and I will be asking the candidates a number of different questions about their roles as SGA president, what they hope to achieve, and how they will better serve the student body at BMCC. We have two candidates running for SGA president. I will ask the candidates to please introduce themselves before we get started with the question. Candidate number one.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Koto again. So, hi everyone again. My name is Stefan, and I'm running to serve as your student government president for the term. My major is public and nonprofit administration, and I really love it. So, other than that, I've been involved in many activities on campus, such as being an SGA student representative, a former senator, the vice chairperson for accessibility committee, the current chairperson for international committee, but also serving as the secretary CCO of the student government. Other than that, I'm an enrollment coach at Penn Station, the Office of Admission and Financial Aid at BMCC, and I love it. Thank you so much again, and welcome everybody here.
Thank you, Stefan. Next, we will have candidate number two.
A very good afternoon, everybody. This is Benazir Faruqi. I'm an engineering science major, an international student from India here at BMCC. I am passionate about engineering and economics and would want to transfer to a program where I could pursue both of these academic fields and combine the knowledge and create sustainable technology that reaches out to places and underserved communities Besides academics, I love to read, cook, explore new places, travel, and the thing that I enjoy the most is talking with people, sharing their experiences, listening to their stories. That's the thing. And listening to their stories. Besides that, I was part of SGA as a senator. I was the chairperson of the scholarships committee, the secretary for the academic standing committee, and vice chair of international students committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. Excuse me. Well done. Thank you. Thank you for your opening statements. Okay. On behalf of the BMCC administration, faculty, and staff, I want to thank the candidates for their willingness to serve in student government and for working with BMCC admin to serve our campus community and the campus experience and the success of all BMCC students. So again, thank you very much and all the best to both of you. All right. We will now start with opening statements. Each one of you will have 3 minutes to make an opening statement. We will begin with Benazir, right? So let me read to you a little bit about the opening statement and what you're to respond to, okay? Please provide an opening statement about who you are, why you are running for student government president, what you plan to accomplish, and how you will get it done. What distinguishes you as a candidate from others? Benazir.
Yes. So I'm an international student here. This is my third semester. And I'm sorry, can you please repeat the question?
One more time. Please provide an opening statement about who you are, why you are running for student government president, what you plan to accomplish, and how you will get it done. What distinguishes you as a candidate from the others?
Yes. Um, so the reason why I decided to run for SGA president is because of the personal challenges I've faced as an international student and women in STEM. When I came here to BMCC, I noticed that BMCC is a commuters college, and a lot of students here at BMCC, they either have full-time jobs, family responsibilities, or financial struggles. And I have personally faced that, and I understand how difficult it is for students to handle these responsibilities and focus on their career and academics at the same time. Um, Serving as a senator at SGA, I have learned how much power these positions hold and how much change and support we can bring to students as a whole government body. So I would, yeah. So and how much change we can bring as the student. I'm so sorry. I'm so.
Benazir, are you done with your statement or you want to continue?
I'm so sorry. Can we start again?
Just go ahead and finish up your statement. Go ahead.
Um, Yeah, so because of all of these reasons that I've mentioned, that being an international student, I understand how difficult it would be for all of us to like build a community, because handling job, work life, and academics, we might easily feel disconnected from our fellow colleagues and classmates. So I would love to build a community on campus in which students get to interact more, advocate for student lounges where students can sit, interact, speak with each other. Um, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Very good. Okay, thank you. Stefan, now you have 3 minutes for your opening statement.
So very much again for the question. So, as a fellow student, I understand the challenges we face in balancing academics and personal life, finding resources and feeling heard by the administration. And that's even why I'm running for president, to be a voice for every student, ensuring that each concern and need are acknowledged and addressed. So through my experiences as a student leader and also club member before, I've seen the impact that dedicated individuals can have on our campus. That's why I really want to serve as the student government president, to not only be a president, but being someone that can listen to the student, making sure that every complaint and ideas are um heard and realized. Other than that, I'm really passionate in everything I do. And um also, I wanted to add the fact that I truly believe that anyone can be an element of change if if they can find their purpose in life. So that's why I kind of aim to make sure that tailored advisements are provided to the student according to their major, to be better advised and better take their class. Also provide resources like 24 hours channel, also a campus center for the students. Make sure that every um, mem- gr- student group on campus is represented and have different events, having a mid-semester event, also end of semester event, promote a school spirit and create unforgettable experiences and memories to the student. As I believe that when the time pass, it never comes back again. So that's why to me it's really important. And as also our motto at BMCC is start here, go anywhere. I do believe that creating opportunity for students to be able to access to a stronger alumni network, to allow them to access opportunities even after here, to be impactful beyond the school as well. Other than that, I do wanna acknowledge club works through um recognition like Club of the Week, things like that, and also increase collaboration with club, of course, because I do believe that when we all come together into a common goal, we can achieve great thing. And we over 20,000 students at BMCC. And I truly believe in that number and in the fact that with everyone, um, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Can I continue?
Go ahead and finish it up. Finish it up.
Okay, okay. I do believe that with the number that we have on campus, 20,000 students, we can achieve more. And that's why um we called United Slate because we're here to put everybody together and move forward and accomplish great things. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well done. Candidates, I just want you to relax a little bit. I know you're nervous and I know this is not easy, right? But relax so that you can get your message across to the student body. Okay, so relax and take a deep breath. It'll be okay. All right. All right. So now we're going to go to the first actual question. And this question has to do with student government and governance and representation. Okay. SGA and its members must represent the student voice through participation in college governance and various committees. How do you plan to hear and voice the concern of your fellow students and strengthen the relationship between administration, faculty, and students through participation in the college governance and the college committees? And we're going to start with you, Stefan, first.
Thank you so much for the question. I was really waiting for this question because I believe it's really important. And to respond to that, I would say that I feel ready, I'm prepared to discuss with the right person, the school admin board, to make sure that the promise we see the day. It is not about just saying, but taking action, meaningful action. And um, I'm aiming to take initiatives such as collaborating with club to all come together and serve the school. As I aim to increase collaboration with club by 200% this term and have meaningful impact, as I believe BMCC is capable of great things with over 20,000 students, I say.
Bridging the gap between students and administration start with communication, trust, and transparency. First, I'll ensure that student concerns are consistently brought to the table through regular meetings with administrators, not just when there are crises, but proactively. I'll schedule monthly meetings with key campus leaders, bring data, testimonies, and surveys that reflects real student experiences. Secondly, I'll work to create an open feedback loop by launching a digital or physical student voice portal where students can submit concerns, questions, and suggestions. I'll compile and present these directly to administration and post transparent responses on these actions that these actions are being taken. Thirdly, I'll push for more student representation on college wide committees. Decisions should never be made for students without students being present. Finally, I'll host town hall forums with both student leaders and admins side by side. So we stop seeing each other as two sides and start working together as one team. It's just not about speaking to the administration, it's about making sure students are heard um, and respected and involved in shaping the on-campus life.
Hey, thank you for that. All right, so now we're going to move on to question number 2. This is about student involvement. A major role of SGA is engaging the student body and campus life, and creating a sense of belonging and connectiveness, including evening, weekend students, part-time students, older students, etc. What specific strategies, initiatives, and outreach would your AGA, would your SGA go about to support club activities, ensure the variety and diversity of interest of the student body are represented and celebrated, and enhance the overall college experience? And we have 2 minutes, and we're going to start with you, Benazir.
That's a very good question. So my slate, this semester, my slate, I'm running with a slate which is called VOS, that's Voices of Students. My slate consists of a lot of students who were club executives. Um, Let it be Business and Entrepreneurship Club, MASA, that's like Muslim Student Association, SASA, Finance Club. All these people are on my slate. I have um, and these people were already involved on campus. They organize a lot of activities. Um, and we did notice that, it's on Wednesdays, and a lot of students do not have time to come to these events because they're specifically on Wednesdays. So as SGA, because we already have all of these members on my slate, we are planning to create events and activities every month on specific time, which would allow students to like attend these events, which could involve just like meetups. They can like meet students on campus from different majors, connect with each other. My goal is to create a campus where every student feels seen, supported, and safe, not just during celebrations, but especially through rough times. First, to increase student involvement, I'll meet students where they are. That means hosting events in commuter friendly environment, creating pop-ups in student lobbies, and launching a You Belong Here campaign featuring real student stories. I'll also collaborate with clubs to help students find community that reflects who they are. um, to create a strong sense of belonging, I'll establish peer support circles and identity based meetups for international students, first generation students, women in STEM, LGBTQ plus students, and more. These spaces will help students find connections, mentorship, and meaning. Um, and when tragedy strikes, whether it's like personal losses or global crisis or campus incidences, I will ensure SGA stands as a pillar of support. Will release compa- uh, will release statements, partner up with mental health services, and hold spaces for healing, like reflection circles, gatherings, and student led conversations. Out I feel like outreach isn't just about posters and emails. It's about being present, listening, and showing we care. I'll make sure every student knows they're not alone here, and we are here to support them.
Thank you. Okay, Stefan.
Thank you so much for the question. So, can you please repeat the question?
Yes, I can. A major role of the SGA is engaging the student body in campus life and creating a sense of belonging and connectiveness, including weekend students, part-time students, older students, etc. What specific strategies, initiatives, and outreach would your SGA go about to support club activities, ensure variety and diversity of interest of the student body, and represent and celebrate and enhance the overall college experience?
Thank you so much for the question. So, first of all, I do believe that every student um having class on the day, the night, um things like that deserve to have access to everything on campus because all of us pay the same fees, the same student activities fees. And that's why I do believe that we need to give it back to the students in any way we can. And that's why I aim to promote school spirit and, as I said, create unforgettable experience. Um, um, oh my God. Can I continue?
Yes, please do.
Okay. So, I do aim to promote school spirit and create unforgettable experience, to everybody. As I said, I do think that we need to give back to the student activity fees they pay, um, for the school. So, to that, in my slate, we do have people experience, people, from diverse, perspective, diverse, community, and I do aim to assign to each member a major or a specific student group to make sure that this group is heard and is also taken care of on off campus. So we do aim to have like such things like gaming areas, the student center to gather all together, making sure that non-traditional student, international student, student parent, disabled student, honor student, online students, are considered. Um, Also promote more paid internship, fair job fair because I do believe that BMCC has much more to provide to the student, and most of the time the student they don't really know what's going on campus. So we aim to promote these things to the student and also create new opportunities to them. Also advocate for more metro cards for minorities on campus, making sure that every group as is acknowledged on campus. For example, recently we had the IFTA week. So we also plan to make sure that any student, LGBT, religious group, every club, every activity can be really acknowledged and also honored on campus because I believe in inclusivity. I believe in the all come together, and I really love everybody, to be honest. And that's all. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. Okay. Next question. This has to do with supporting students. And I remind the candidates we have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes for each of these questions, okay? So supporting students. In thinking of BMCC's mission to provide a community of care, what are some ways your SGA can facilitate a caring college experience for students, both inside and outside the classroom, academically and non-academically? And we're going to start with Stefan. You go first.
Thank you so much for the question. To respond to that, I do believe in active listening because through my experience, working at the petrol station as enrollment coach, I do provide assistance to students. Sometimes we even cry. So I don't really value active listening, and I do believe that by actively listen to the student, we can better understand the need, we can better serve them, we can better show empathy, we can better show caring. And BMCC is diverse. We diverse, and everyone deserve to be listened to, valued, heard. And other than that, I plan to um, promote student success through activities, events as well for them to show that BMCC really acknowledge and know that they do that are not doing well because life happened, and that's why I aim to have a mentorship program, um, and a program called SGA in Action or BMCC in Action to provide assistance to the students in bad academic standing to make sure that they're doing well even if the issue come from financial difficulties, mental health, family issue, we'll make sure that these students are listened to, are heard, and better serve them because I know what it is to be in that situation. And I really genuinely care about that. And I work tirelessly to improve caring and empathy on campus. Thank you so much.
Okay, very good. Benazir, same question.
Yes. So BMCC's mission, start here, go anywhere, means something powerful, especially as a community college. Many of us, as I said, are juggling with work, families, immigration hurdles, full coursework, like hectic coursework, especially if you're a STEM major. And we are not just students here; we are employees and first generation students. um, and yeah, the graduation rate of BMCC is around 30%. That shows that we need to do more. We need to do more work and support students to finish what they are starting here. Um, um, as SGA president, I will push for academic and personal support that reflects our reality. More flexible tutoring hours, access to laptops and emergency aids, and mentorship programs that help students feel less alone. I'll advocate for community care, mental health support, cultural belonging, and building spaces where commuters and part-time students feel connected. And most importantly, I'll push for early career and transfer advice, so students don't just start their journey here, but they know how to like keep their academic journey ongoing once they finish their associate's degree. Associate's degree. Um, Also, I would like to add my experience here. Being an international student, it was very difficult for me because like everything was new here, the education system and everything. And because BMCC has such warm and compassionate people in administration and professors, uh, it became very easy for me to like plan my academic path. So I would want all of the students to be able to like reach out to these professors in administration for help and reach their final goal of transferring into a 4-year college.
Hey, thank you very much. Okay, so we move on to question number 4 now. This has to do with leadership. How will you ensure that SGA is ready to responsibly and ethically serve and represent BMCC students both on campus and possibly from a distance? We're going to start with you, Benazir.
um That's a great question. To ensure SGA is ready to serve, I'll start building a team culturally grounded in accountability, training, and shared purpose. Um, First, I will hold a leadership onboarding retreat at the beginning of the semester to train every SGA member on what their responsibilities are, on how and plan how to communicate and reach out to students. I'll establish clear experience. I'll also establish clear expectations and timelines for everyone's role in SGA, so members know what's expected, and students know who to turn to stay organized and responsive. We'll have bi-weekly meetings, internal check-ins, public progress reports, and SGA calendars so that students can track meetings and events and initiative. And finally, I'll make sure that SGA remains accessible with office hours, social media outreach, and regular listening sessions. Because being ready to serve isn't about holding title, it's about being present and accountable. and in tune with what people are expecting from us. The motive of my slate the motive of my slate is that we want to listen to what students are facing, their experiences on campus, and help them and make it better for them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Stefan, same question.
So much for the question. So first of all, throughout my academic journey, I've learned valuable lessons about leadership, perseverance, and teamwork. I promise to lead with humility, integrity, transparency, and a commitment to serving our student body. So, um, to tackle everything well for the term for the coming term, as we did before in the current student government, we had a retreat to better train the member and ensure that everyone was ready. And I aim to do that as well, to make sure that we're ready to serve the student, to better serve the student. Um, Also starting to address issues like long line for ID, student ID, um uh, process, also advisement. Sometimes classes are full, students are not able to pick the classes they want because the classes are full. So I don't think to take decision, take some new ways to come in order to tackle this issue at the beginning of the semester. And also um form again the committee, there's SGA, about every committee that we have inside of the SGA to, as I said, better serve the student. We do have the technology committee, international student committee, finance committee, etc. And yeah, and also I do believe that we need to consider the need of the disabled student and make sure that accessibility need are addressed. So that's why at the very beginning of the semester, we will run a a student, a public survey for the student, as I said before, in order to better serve. Because you cannot just take resolution or serve without really knowing what's going on or implementing real goal and solution. So thank you so much again for the question. So for me.
Thank you, Stefan. Okay, I want to thank the candidates for your responses to the questions. Okay, now we will give each candidate 3 minutes to make a closing statement. Okay, your closing statement, 3 minutes. Please provide a closing statement about your candidacy. Feel free to touch on any ideas that were not answered throughout the presented questions. Again, identify what distinguishes you as a candidate. And Stefan, you're going to go first. 3 minutes, closing statement.
Thank you so very much. As I said before, I firmly believe that anyone can be an element of change if they can find their purpose in life. So, as your president, I aim to create opportunities for students, no matter who they are or where they're coming from, to discover their passions, develop their skills, and make sure a positive impact. To have a positive impact on our community. So if elected, I'll work tirelessly to improve student life, resources, and communication between student and administration. I'll advocate for better financial aid guidance, more career development opportunities, and stronger support for students facing difficulties, like through initiative like student government in action of BMCC in action. I also aiming to um work on the student center to gather all students, work on a game room to allow students to network, to relax as well, to work on extension for different period during exam. For example, during midterm or final, we can advocate for more time for the student in order to study more and increase results. And also religious gathering, bring SGA on Brightspace to make sure that we really accessible to the student, more opportunities to strive academically, highlight academic excellencies, mentorship program, shadowing opportunities for students in order to know what SGA really does and get the next student government generation ready. Also, as I said, fix the ID issue, develop the first year experience, non-traditional student and disabled student, make sure that we do have a long-lasting impact. Consider as well the student parent, because we do have student parent, and acknowledge their effort. And most important, increase collaboration with club to better serve the student and give back the student activities fees that any student pay. And I'd be very happy and genuinely to serve as your student government president. Thank you so very much again, and thank you. That's all for me.
Thank you. Okay, Benazir, it's your turn for your closing statement. Again, 3 minutes. You're muted.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Again, this is Benazir Faruqi, and I'm running to be next student government president, not just because I believe in change, but because I've already started working as a college assistant, and I know how hard it can be for students to find on-campus jobs and for departments to find right people. That's why I also want to add one point that I've missed, that if I get elected, me and people from me and my government would definitely work for developing a system in which it becomes easy for all the BMCC students to get employed on campus, and make it easy for the departments as well, and make it easy for both departments and students as well. Um, as a senator and the secretary of academic standing committee, I have sat in rooms where real decision happens. I've spoken up for students, and helped bring up concerns to people who can make differences, and I want to keep doing that uh, on bigger scale. um, if I'm elected here, I will advocate for I would advocate for more student job opportunities and a smoother, more transparent hiring process, strong support for international students, commuters, and anyone juggling with work, classes, and life, better access to academic help, mental health support, real resources, not just by flyers and emails, but an actual system to help to help each and every student on campus. I'll make sure that SGA is organized, trained, and connected to each and every student, and different departments on campus as well. My goal is to help raise the graduation rate of 30% and build a strong academic support system for students, so that once they transfer out of college, they know what they want to do, and they finish their academic journey successfully. um, um, the motive of BMCC says start here and go anywhere, and I want to help make that real for each and every student who is coming to BMCC, who is starting at BMCC. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you both. Well done to both of our candidates. I want to thank the candidates for their leadership and participation in this SGA presidential debate, and wish you both all the best. Okay, thank you. Well done to both of you. This now brings us to the end of the debate. I want to remind everyone that you can read more about the candidates on the student elections page on the BMCC website. And also that voting opens on Wednesday, April the 23rd at 9 a.m. and closes on Wednesday, April the 30th at 5 p.m. Again, my name is Wilfred Cotto. It has been my pleasure. Thank you very much. Have a great day.